But we want to thank everybody for being here today for this induction ceremony. Gordon Woolley, Bill White, J.T. Carpenter, Bud Jurassic, Joe Sturdivant, Bo Rowden, Dale Breedlove, Henry Witt Jr., Eldon Dodson, and Roy Ewing. That's the 10 that have already been inducted. This inductee was born on February 10th, 1947. His hometown was Waco and Belmead. He has 2 children, Tim and Michelle. He raced for over 20 years. He started his racing career at the Waco Speedway Incorporated in 1967. He accumulated a lot of wins and a championship in that first year. In his 20-year racing career, he won over 100 features and 8 track championships. This inductee's name is Mr. Morris Smiley.
Driven by Joe Sturdivant, wheel to wheel for 25 laps, defeating Joe by only a small distance at the end of the race. This inductee was surely one of the best ever to race at the Heart of Texas Speedway, and his name is Mr. Junior Ingram. Junior, congratulations on that good-looking trophy.
Started driving stock cars over at Lincoln City in 1961. And we had an old 49 Ford, and we numbered it 53 Junior. And it was built by himself in the Heart of Texas, Thunderbird, Cowtown, Temple, Belton, Big D Speedway, which was a pavement track, Moody Clarence, and Austin Speed-A-Ron. And he's been a very close and dear friend. So come up here, Danny, and get your plaque.
I feel kind of honored to all these other ones that's been here and went ahead and done really good. And I appreciate it very much.
Long time domination in the modified feature when he pulled ahead on the 25th lap and held him off to win a 30-lap feature. Bill had not lost a feature race for more than a year here at the Heart of Texas Speedway. Another memory, he won many features at the Heart of Texas Speedway and 2 track championships at the Thunderbird Speedway. This inductee's name is Mr. Robert Pryor.
I couldn't have done it without crew.
He drove cars owned by Buck Pickens, Bob Black, and A.M. Evans. It's estimated that he won over 100 features. His most memorable year was in 1967 when he won 9 features in a row at the Heart of Texas Speedway. He's the father of 7 children, of which some followed in his footsteps and drove race cars. And he now lives in Boise, Idaho. He is the hard charger, Steve Stewart.
He started his racing career in Rockdale, Texas in 1956. And that year, he built and drove his own car. Other tracks he raced at, Thorndale, Temple, Austin, Dallas, Benbrook, Crandall, and of course here in Waco at the Heart of Texas. He enjoyed racing more at the Heart of Texas Speedway than any other track. He won championships in Waco and Thorndale. His racing career lasted 15 years and he retired from racing in 1969. Inductee's name is Johnnie Barrett, and this is his wife, Joanne.
He was greatly influenced to get into dirt track racing by George Green and Dale Breedlove. He was a real innovator in both motorcycle and automobiles. Back in the days of time trials, he was always near the front of the pack. He won many features in the modified division. He was always eager to help anyone that wanted to get started in racing. The inductee's name, Clarence Jackson.
He won 4 consecutive stock car championships, winning as many 20 features each year, starting from the back of the pack. This was in the early 60s. His most memorable race was one year when the track held a 50-lap open competition. One of those races where then track owner and Harold McCain would say, boys, run what you proudly induct one of the all-time greats that ever raced at the heart of Texas Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Pete LaPoint.
They're inducting my dad today, Ray Rowden. Just thinking back, looking at the pamphlet they put out, I remember all those racers. I was racing at that time around the bleachers, down in front of the stands, out in the parking lot, trying to find a way to sneak in the pits. I had to be in the pits. But I think he deserves this. He raced hard. A lot of names in there. He probably won 3 championships, probably would have won 5 if he'd one of his friends would break a car. Oh, drive mine, drive mine. Daddy, why'd you do that? It doesn't matter to me. I just love to race. For him to be inducted and myself being inducted last year with all the names, I remember all these names. We'll remember them forever. Everybody, all the racers. Thank you.
He won a championship at the Heart of Texas Speedway in many features. He was always a top competitor at all the racetracks he ever raced. And he was most remembered for driving the race car he made famous, the white #1 Barrett Special. His name, Hal Freeman.